of clarifying some of the issues and introducing to you NUP's new strategy and programs for the next course of action. My name is Gideon Tugume. I'm the Secretary for Information, spokesperson of the party, and Secretary for Elections in the party. Ladies and gentlemen, you are most welcome. And the people you see with me here are the members of Central Executive Committee of the party. The reason why they have come here today is to give, evidence of the existence of the party and how it moves, and it will move, and how it will continue to do its activities. With me, I will introduce only two people, or we can introduce ourselves. Should we? Okay, I can introduce only the President and the Secretary General, then the rest can introduce themselves. On my left is Mr. Nkonke Moses Kibalama, the Vice President of the party and acting President of NUP. On my right is Mr. Paul Kagombe Zimbwa, the Secretary General.
I'm the Secretary for Security.
David Delegate
Daniel, Secretary for
I'm Mr. Oiga, Safi Jimmy, I'm the treasurer.
So, those are the introductions. So you have got the press release, which we shall first go through, and then if you have a question, you will just raise up your question. This press release was signed on 27th May, held on 27th May 2022, in accordance with the NUP Constitution, Article 11, Clause 4, Subsection 1, in respect to the Central Executive Committee, SEC, recommendations at its meeting held on 5th March 2022, the following are the resolutions from the Delegates Conference. Number 1, that National Unity Platform ends its relationship with People Power movement. Number 2, that Honorable Kyagulanyi Sentamu Robert ceased being NUP President on 11th of June 2021. Not today. He ceased being the President of NUP on 11th of July 2021 and is hereby proposed to the position of Foreign Affairs Secretary. The NUP joins IPOD immediately. Number 4, that a team to negotiate with the government for the release of all political prisoners is appointed and approved at the Delegates Conference. Number 5, that all the parliamentary committees and leaders of opposition to remain till the end of the office, as well as stay till their term of office ends. 6, that People Power Movement leadership, Honorable Kyagulanyi Sentamu and the team, should hand over all NUP materials and assets. Number 7, that People Power Movement leadership provides accountability for all the donations and any financial or material received in the name of National Unity Platform between 2020 and 2022. Number 8, that new signatories be forwarded to the NUP bankers with immediate effect. Number 9, that some positions in the NUP be reserved for some members of People Power who shall be willing to go with the norms and principles of National Unity Platform Party. All elected leaders on NUP ticket to report to the new headquarters in the period of 2 weeks without fail. All the concerned persons and institutions have been formally informed. It was faithfully Gideon Tugume, Secretary for Information and Party Spokesman. That's the press release. You'll get maybe the question from it and then be able to ask. But to go back to the originality of that, because when we talk about, handing over and the rest, people don't understand. We have given you copies of the agreement. In 2019, you have the copy of the agreement that Mr. Kyagulanyi, together with his team from People Power, came and approached National Unity Platform. And we agreed in principle and in writing. This is the agreement. This is the agreement with terms. They came as a People Power. We came as National Unity Platform. And in this agreement, it was to run for only 1 year. So he came as a flag bearer of a party. It was signed by Lewis Rubongoya, the secretary for People Power movement. This agreement was run for 1 year. What these people wanted was a flag. They wanted the flag, and then the party gave him a flag to go and run as a president. And whichever he was to do within, whether in the campaigns, was to report back to the party. So the party, SEC, as you can see, seated here, and the rest who are not here, were there always waiting for Kyagulanyi to come and bring back the reports, which he did not do. Within all that period, what he did, together with his group, they went and started a headquarter, which would have been of People Power. They formed it into National Unity Platform. They started behaving as if the party has completely transferred into their hands. They elected themselves, among themselves, elected the president, elected the secretary general, elected the spokesperson, and the rest of the people, without the consent of SEC of National Unity Platform. We waited for them all in vain. When the year ended, in 2021, letters were written to him. There are very many letters. Do you have a copy here? Yes. This is one of the copy of the letters. These are many letters here. It is not one. Informing him that, please, Mr. Kyagulanyi, please, for People Power. NUP was not sold to you. NUP was not handed over to you. It is not a pancake that which goes on the plate and somebody picks and takes away. You were given a flag as a flag bearer. You stood and your chance of winning the presidency ended. So this is the time we report back to the party. He did not report back to the party. So having failed to report back to the party and having failed to honor the agreement which we signed, we decided, the party decided to sit. So on the 5th of March 2022, the party executive, Central Executive Committee, some of the members are here, the rest are not here. They sat and made recommendations. From the minutes I've given you, the recommendations are there. And among those recommendations were to end this kind of illegal marriage that had been there. Maybe take you back. When he came to National Unity Platform, he said that People Power was a registered entity. When we went to check in all registration bureau and where, we found that thing is nothing. It is T1, as he normally sings. It wasn't there. So there is no way a registered party would have made an agreement with an unregistered entity. But we said fine, we kept, in a full profile. We never wanted to cause this kind of diversion. So we kept it quiet, but we kept on writing to him. He did not respond at all. For him, he went ahead to collect money from those who were standing for his different positions. They went ahead to collect money from outside the country in the name of NUP. They went ahead to receive money from government in the name of NUP. They started using it in a way they like without reporting back to NUP. And they thought that NUP would just sit back and be here. So the party sat and made recommendations for the Delegates Conference. The Delegates Conference sat on 27th of May 2022. And resolutions are the ones that I've read to you in the press statement. Then one asks, why didn't you call Mr. Kyagulanyi together with his team? Mr. Kyagulanyi came under people power. He did not register with us as a member. No, he requested us to give him a flag to run as a president, to be a flag bearer, which our members, some of our members did. And he went and ran. So he did not register his name in our register. So you don't invite somebody who is not in the register. We are not saying that those he recruited during his time of office were not recruited properly, but we are saying whichever he did, he was supposed to report to SEC, so that SEC can approve. You know, if you are to be a good Muslim, you must have to swear the Shahada. If you are a good Christian, you have to be baptized and be confirmed. So if you just go there and pretend to be a Christian or to be a Muslim when you have not done what requires by that, you cannot be. So we are still waiting. Probably maybe he will come. But we do thank him. We thank Kyagulanyi Sentamu together with his team. They did a very commendable job of promoting the party. They did a very good job of recruiting the members to the party. But whichever they did and they did not consult to SEC, they did not bring a report to SEC to tell them that we recruited 100 people and they are here. Please let them be entered into the register, national register of the party. What they have been doing, they have to bring that accountability to the party to SEC for approval. So in brief,